Hey everybody, my name is Daniel Quinones, also known as Wildman Dan. I've been in the field of venomous animals now for 13 years, and I'm currently a master's student at Loma University. I know, I look great, thank you. But today what we're going to be doing is taking a look at some videos. I'm going to give you guys my reaction, talk about it a little bit, what could have been done better, what shouldn't have been done, and what exactly went wrong. Hopefully some of these are actually funny and not all terrifying and scary and things go wrong all the time, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the team has put together. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know the content that you guys want to see more of. And plus, it's a great way to support us. So thank you so much to all of you. We can't wait to go on this journey with you, so let's get started. Woo! Alrighty, cool. Here's the first video. I can already see a shiny box and it looks like two people holding hooks or some lady, and I can see the hand of a pole. I'm assuming it's a hook because it looks like this is a bunch of snake racks in the back. So let's take a look here. All right, so lid is opening. I'm assuming there's a snake inside. Gentleman's walking around. He's got a hook in his hand, and the lady's got, oh, okay. So first things first, both of these are not actually like your typical hook. There are different types of hook, and each hooks are used for different purposes. The hooks that you're seeing here are specifically designed for pinning the rattlesnake down. So I'm assuming this gentleman is going to grab the rattlesnake by the back of the head or something like that, either to collect venom or maybe they're going to do an inspection of the animal. Not exactly sure what's going on. What is a little odd is the lady and the gentleman are both getting in here to pin this animal. When I do this, I usually do the pinning on my own, just because it's hard maneuvering with a lot of people. So I'm assuming this is a very large animal, but that's the type of hook that is being used here. It's just kind of like a hook or a rod with a flat beam right across to help push down and hold the animal in place. But let's keep going. I still can't see the snake, so I wonder what's going on here. So yeah, that's weird that the lady's in there and going around. It's probably a rattlesnake. It's hard to really see. It looks like he's got the head down. He's going in for the grab. Hopefully he's grabbing it right behind the jawline. Perfect. The lady's holding him onto the back of the tail. That's normal. Oh, okay. That's for sure. Oh, it looks like a Western diamondback rattlesnake. Could be an Eastern. It's kind of hard to tell. When you have a large snake, it is nice for somebody to hold the back end, but I mean, that's also dangerous because if I lose the head, who's holding on to the rest of the body? You are. So you run into some problems there as well, but a snake that large can thrash its body and pull its head out, and that is super difficult to deal with. So I can see why we have multiple people here dealing with this animal. This animal looks like a 5 or 6 foot rattlesnake. There is a huge problem though right now. If you're looking at what I'm looking here, the gentleman is holding this rattlesnake. You can see the glass in which he's going to try to get the snake to bite on the film, which is that purplish thing that you see there. It's gonna bite, the 2 fangs will penetrate and inject venom. But notice that middle finger. The middle finger is in the wrong spot. Snakes have incredibly flexible jaws. That snake can easily twist its head back and forth and get you with a fang. I really, really hope this is not a bad video where he gets bit, but he really needs to make an adjustment on that handhold. The way that I usually hold my rattlesnakes is I make sure that my middle finger and my thumb are pressing on the back behind both of the jaws of his skull. And I'm making sure that my fingers are not exposed to the bottom of the jaw or especially the sides. Rattlesnakes can bite directly through the bottom jaw into your finger, or they can flex around and get you with a fang on the side. So I'm really hoping he changes his hand position and gets that finger out of the way. I'm kind of nervous to press play, but I gotta get through this, so let's see what happens. Please move your finger. 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 Oh, see? You see? You see right there? You saw the rattlesnake? It's literally trying to get that fang to the side. Move your finger. Oh, we got him. If you missed it, let me show you. We're gonna rewind. If you watch it again slowly, maybe we could do slow-mo or something. Bang, right there. The fang went right to the side, got him right in that middle finger. Sorry, I'm not flipping anybody off here, but got him right in that middle finger. And you can see it. He knows it. His whole facial expression is, I just messed up. He still goes to get the venom sample, which I'm amazed. I'm pausing it right now. You can see the rattlesnake biting onto the film. The fangs are going in, it's injecting venom, or at least what's left, especially with the right fang, because it obviously injected venom into this gentleman here. He goes straight back into the container. Okay, somebody put on a lid. Put the lid on. Right there, most venomous snake facilities have a panic button or a snake bite button. So that's probably what he just pushed there. So he probably pushed the snake bite button that somebody was bitten by a rattlesnake. And now what has to happen is the entire facility must be secured, animals must be put away, and he needs to seek medical attention as quickly as possible. What I'm hoping is gonna happen is somebody puts a lid on that snake, somebody's calling 911, and he's trying to keep that limb under his heart rate. We want to keep it underneath or below the heart, keep the circulation as slow as possible. He needs to remove any rings, any fabric, because there could be incredible amount of swelling, and he's having an allergic reaction. Benadryl or EpiPen, documenting how much he took it at what time or when they used the EpiPen. But somebody really needs to close the lid here. Okay, close the lid. Yes, you lady, okay. Awesome, perfect. So, secured the rattlesnake, put the lid on. Gentleman should be going to the hospital as quickly as possible. Really unfortunate situation. You gotta watch your finger positioning. There's honestly a new method of collecting venom from rattlesnakes or any venomous animal, which I think is very useful and much safer for not only the animal, but the individual collecting venom, is by using a tube. So we get the animal into a tube first, a very long, clear tube. You just let enough of the animal's head pop out. Then you use some forceps to hold the head in place so your hands are not in contact with the animal, except for the other end of the tube where you're holding on to the body and the tube so it can't get out any further. And then with the forceps, you guide the hand over, or the head of the animal, over to the beaker or whatever you're gonna use to collect the venom. It bites the parafilm and you let the snake go and everybody's, good to go. So you don't even need to hold the animal anymore. So I hope he's doing okay, and just don't touch rattlesnakes or any venomous animal. And if you're doing this to collect venom for research, that's great. Maybe try the tube method. I think the tube method is a phenomenal new way of collecting venom without all of the risk involved. But, whew, I can't imagine that bite was good. Let's see what's next. Hey everybody, this is video number 2. Right off the bat, I mean, it looks like we're looking at a reticulated python. Some lady who's going to be handling, it looks like, her python. I can see a hook in plain sight. I don't know why she's not using that. The reason why is because retics, they have an incredibly good feeding response, which means you open the cage, they're like, oh, where's my food? I'm looking for food. Not, oh, let me play with you. Yay, we're gonna go outside. They're like, where's the food? I wanna eat it. So for me, I like using the snake hook to let my snake know, hey, it's not food time, it's play time. So what I do is I pet their head from the bottom and the top, and I wait until they look away. And then I am able to take out my animal. I don't think this is gonna be a good video. So viewer discretion is advised. Let's hit play and see what happens. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Oh, no. No. Okay, right off the bat, snakes, the body language of a snake is very subtle. Very subtle. But once you've worked with them for several years, you notice things that most people would not. For instance, dogs, really simple, right? Look at the ears. Look if it's like showing your teeth or not, or if the tail is wagging. That's usually how you can tell, oh, this dog is nice, it'll let me pet it, or I should probably stay as far away as humanly possible and that dog should be locked up. Snakes kind of have the same thing. You can have similarities amongst the species, like retics have really good feeding behaviors and really good feeding responses, and also right here. Notice that tongue flick is out and about. That snake came straight out right away looking, and it came directly at her. That's not saying, oh, I want to be held. That's saying, oh, where's my food? It hesitated and paused because nothing's directly in front of it, like what most snake handlers do. Or when you're feeding, you put the mouse or the rodent right in front of the animal's mouth and it takes it right off the bat. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna get bit. Viewer discretion is advised. Here, once again. And then the hand, oh, boom, there it is. I told you. Ah, gosh. Okay, Remember, you present the rodent to the snake and the snake takes it. She put her hand to the snake looked, felt, or saw the heat signature and took it. She did exactly what she usually does to feed this animal. Had she started off with the hook, would probably not be in the same situation. Now, here's the problem though. Retics are huge. This one could easily be 13, I would say like 10 to 11 feet, 10 to 11 feet max. Snakes latched on, huge teeth, all of them retracting, okay? So all of them facing towards the throat. It's got her wrist, it looks like right now. And so what it's going to do, because it thinks it's feeding time, unless hopefully what happens is the snake lets go. It realizes it's not my food prey and lets it go. So hopefully that happens, which happens from time to time. I think maybe they can taste the fact that it's not a rodent, and sometimes they do let go. So hopefully the snake lets go. But if it doesn't, and it starts to attempt to, capture that prey item, which is what the snake is thinking, it is going to start to wrap around this woman's arm. Now, the issue is you have a 10-ish foot snake, foot-long snake, or long foot, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. The snake's about 10 feet long. If it wraps around her already constricted wrist and the rest of her arm, she only has one hand in order to get it off. And that is going to be ridiculously hard. That snake is so strong. So I am praying that there's somebody else in this video with her who can help her. And this camera is not just propped up, but let's see what happens. We're only 4 seconds in, and like so much is going on.
Oh.
There you go, wrapping. Oh, somebody else is in. You can hear, there's somebody else. There's a guy, 8 seconds, there's a guy. But look, the snake is wrapped around her entire arm, she's done.
Can you feel me?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, we're getting it off. Oh my. Okay. Use the hook. Always anticipate that your snake wants to eat. Okay, well, let me just tell you what I do. With my snakes, I have 5 reticulated pythons at home, and one of them is like 16 feet long. She's very sweet, but that never changes my perspective of her, which is this animal can bite me, can easily overpower me, and I need to be careful, and I need to follow strict rules. So I always feed my animals in their enclosure. I want them to be accustomed to eating in their enclosure. The reason why is when I take them out, I don't want them to think that now I'm being fed outside my enclosure. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm gonna feed them inside their enclosure. But I'm gonna have a ritual. I'm gonna have something consistently done to let them know, to talk to them, hey, this is no longer feeding time, this is playtime. And that's what that hook is for. I open the enclosure up, I make sure I'm very careful. You don't wanna present your whole body while opening the enclosure and the snake's right there to grab you in the face. So you open the enclosure, you make sure you're on the other side of the door, the one that's not open. You look inside, make sure that snake's not right there getting ready to bite something. Open it, get your hook in, and pet the head. Make sure that animal knows, oh, it's not feeding time, I gotta look away, then pull your animal out. Don't just go willy-nilly into a snake enclosure. You got a great chance of getting bitten. And when we're dealing with a very large snake, it could go bad very, very quickly. Now, I mean, if your snake's like 5 inches, do whatever. I mean, even if it bites you, you're gonna be fine. But reticulated python bites are no joke. They have monstrous teeth. Don't quote me on this, but I wouldn't be surprised if each one of their teeth are maybe 3/4 inch, maybe a full inch long. And they've got 4 rows on the top jaw and 2 on the bottom. That's 6 rows of teeth, all of them facing backwards, grabbing on to make sure whatever is in there does not get out. And once you're down to one hand, it could get bad pretty fast. So be careful. Retics are amazing creatures. They make great pets as long as you are able to house them, because they do get huge and they live for a very long time. If you can do both of those things and are going to take care of it for the rest of its life, you'll be fine. Follow the ritual, follow the tradition, tell your snake when it's playtime, when it's not playtime, and feed it in its enclosure. That would be my best advice. Whew, let's see the next one. All right, video 3. And You never know what's gonna happen with cobras, which that's what this is. So we have a cobra, we have some guy with some shades on. He's probably a spitting cobra since he's got some shades on. Oh boy. So we're dealing with an elapid here. That's what the classification for these types of snakes. They're called elapids. Elapids are faster, much faster, especially than your rattlesnakes that you have here in the United States. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about, think about their bodies, right? Rattlesnakes are very heavy bodied. They're big and flat and round, and they're ambush predators. So they sit and wait for a rodent to come by, or a bird or a lizard. They strike out, bite, inject venom, and then they let it go. Cobras or elapids, on the other hand, are not ambush, well, not entirely ambush predators. They're actively looking for their animals. They're not sitting in a coil waiting for the rodent or lizard or bird to come by. They're out there looking for where they're at, and then once they find them, they chase them down, bite, inject venom, then swallow them down whole. Elapids also do not have hinged fangs. Rattlesnakes have two fangs that hinge out, so they're tucked in when the mouth is closed, and then they extend forward, and then they bite, inject venom. Elapids have fixed fangs, kind of like your canines, like this one right here. So they have those fangs that are fixed. They bite and inject venom, and usually when we're talking about cobras, they have a surplus. Hang on, let me say that again. A surplus, let me say it like this. They have so much venom, it's not even funny. And when we're talking about spitting cobras, it's like they never run out. Let's see what happens to this guy. All right, shade guy, that's what I'm calling you. Got a nice dark colored cobra. It might be a Philippine spitting cobra, possibly. Let's see what happens. This video is only six seconds. Yeah, there it is. It is a spitting cobra. You can see the stream of spit. If you missed it, let's go back. Let's watch it again. Now, before I begin, let me just, we're gonna start it from the beginning. Just look at this for a second. He's going back and forth with his head. He's literally provoking this cobra to spit at him. That's what he's doing here. The cobra is spitting at him. I've got it paused there, 2 seconds. You can see two streams from both of those fangs shooting right at him. Spitting, he turns away. He's got his eyes closed. I bet you he's got venom inside his eyes because those sunglasses aren't going to do a single thing. And now you get the side effects of being a man. And why do I say that? It's very simple. In the United States, 8,000, 10,000 bites per year. 80% of those bites are to men. Why? Because they do things like this. They pick them up without any tools. They provoke them for no reason whatsoever. And then they become part of a reel that I end up watching, commenting on, just to tell you, please don't touch venomous animals. Don't play with them for no reason whatsoever. If you're gonna use them for education or for collecting venom for research or just saving that animal's life, absolutely, please be safe with it. Don't put yourself in unnecessary risk or put others in unnecessary risk either, and especially don't put the snake in unnecessary risk. And don't stare down a spitting cobra. You're gonna get spat on, and it's not gonna be spit, it's gonna be venom. And it's not gonna be a good day. Hey everybody, well that was a crazy 3 videos. We have wrong hand placement, we have not a good way of communicating with your snake, and finally a spitting one. But the thing to remember is, this is not the snake's fault in any of these videos. The issue was the handlers, actually. So this just proves my point. These animals are not aggressive creatures. They want to either defend themselves, they want to protect themselves, or they just want to eat. And it's up to you to communicate with them properly or to make sure you don't put yourself in harm's way. So make sure we're following good etiquette, make sure you're learning from a professional, and don't just get cocky and start messing around with stuff and end up becoming a statistic. Be careful out there because you're putting that animal in danger as well. Well, that was really cool. As always, don't touch rattlesnakes, and we'll see you on the next couple videos. Woo!